Let's, at this point, let's just get some idea of the size of this issue. We're talking about a very small territory, aren't we? I think that when the British Mandate wound up, Jordan got the greater part of the mandate, and what was left is only, about a quarter of the mandate, and into this is to be fitted a second state, a Palestinian state, which would be about the size of the city of Brisbane, which is the whole of Brisbane. It's not a large size. We're talking about a territory, the whole territory of Israel plus Gaza and the West Bank. I think is it about the third of the size of Tasmania? It's quite small, isn't it?
Yeah. It is geographically small, and you're right. Jordan ended up initially Transjordan, now Jordan, with about 77% of the British mandate of Palestine. And even though the entire mandate was supposed to be for the purpose of creating a national home for the Jewish people in their ancient land, okay, so that was created. The remaining 23% was then supposed to be Israel. Of course, the UN did a partition plan that cut it back again. And the area of Gaza has been particularly problematic. Israel, it was part of governance by Israel until 2005, and Israel withdrew completely. 0 Israelis stayed in Gaza after 2005, and Hamas took over in. There was an election and then violence against its opponents, and by 2006 it had exerted control of Gaza. Interestingly, and it's often forgotten, that Gaza has 2 borders with other states. One is Israel and the other is Egypt. And I can tell you there's a period of time when Israel was saying to Egypt, "Can you take Gaza, please? These are your brethren, not ours. You can do a better job of looking after it." Egypt, with its knowledge of the entrenchment of the Muslim Brotherhood, of the Islamic Jihad, of Hamas, basically said, "No, we don't want anything to do with what's in Gaza." So, frankly, nobody wanted it.
Egypt did administer Gaza for a while, didn't it? Egypt did take over Gaza for a while, formally.
It was, yeah, well, it was involved until 1967. From 48 to 67, it did control Gaza. 67 was the Six-Day War, and Israel pushed Egypt right back to the Nile, including the Sinai. And then until about the early 80s was trying to offload Gaza back to Egypt. Gave Egypt the Sinai back, wanted to give it Gaza back, but Egypt wouldn't take it.